Come on.
Hey guys, today I wanted to do something a little bit more creative, a little bit more colorful. You guys know that the glowy, natural, very simple makeup look is my absolute favorite, but today I wanted to do something a little bit different. So this is the look that I came up with. It's kind of a greenish, teal, smoky eye. I'm really happy with how it turned out, so I'm going to show you guys how I got this look. I'm grabbing my Modern Renaissance palette and I'm going into this color right here, which is burnt orange, and I'm just going to buff that into my crease. Next, I'm going into Realgar and I'm just placing that on the exact same spot as I did burnt orange, and I'm just focusing this a little bit more on the outside corner, but just buffing it right over that same spot of my crease. Then I'm going back and forth between burnt orange and Realgar just to build up the intensity and the warmth that I want for my crease. Now I just grabbed a big fluffy brush with nothing on it and I'm just going over the edges to blend them out. Then I'm grabbing this Requiem liquid lipstick by Anastasia and I'm just going to start putting that on my lid and kind of carving it out, kind of like a cut crease. Next, I'm grabbing this small detailer brush and I'm just going to make this line a lot more smooth, and I'm also going to further carve out where I want this blue color to be. So I'm going to get the line really smooth, the edges really smooth, and then I'm also going to use this to pull the blue a little farther out in the outer corner. Next, I'm going back into burnt orange and Realgar, and I'm using that same brush. I just wiped it off, and I'm just lightly blending out those edges with our crease colors. Then I'm going back in with the same brush that I used for the crease and just blending out the edges. Now I'm going into my Morphe 35S palette and using this matte black shade, and I'm just going to put that on the outer corners to really smoke up this look. And then I'm going back into the black and just adding more until it gets to be as black and as dark as I want the outer corner to be. And now I'm going to start using the black with this flat brush and just kind of pulling it out to give the look more of a cat eye look. It was kind of round and I want the corners to be more of a cat eye. So I'm doing that, and then I'm just adding more black once again. Now I'm just using a small blending brush to just blend between the blue and the black so that there's no harsh lines. Then I'm going back in with the brush that I used for my crease and the crease colors and just blending out the edges, and then I'm taking this bare fluffy brush and just further blending out the edges. Now I'm going back in and just intensifying that black a little bit. And then I'm going back over it with that small blending brush just to make sure that there's no harsh lines. And then I'm just repeating, going back and forth between the crease brush and the crease colors and blending that out, and then grabbing the larger, bare, fluffy brush and blending out the edges. Next, I'm taking some makeup remover and just cleaning up under my eyes and then making a really sharp line. Now I'm going back into my Morphe 35S and grabbing this blue shade, and with my finger, I'm just applying that all over the center of the lid. Now I'm grabbing that small blending brush again and just very lightly going over all of the edges just so it's blended. Now I'm using this black eyeliner to line my upper and lower lash line, and then I'm grabbing my Too Faced Born This Way foundation and blending that in with my Beauty Blender. And then I'm just applying a little bit more to areas where I want some more coverage, and I'm going to blend this in with a brush this time because my Beauty Blender wasn't that damp, so it wasn't blending it in how I like it. So I'm just going over everything with a brush. Now I'm using my Wet n Wild concealer to highlight under my eyes, down my nose, a little bit on my forehead, my upper lip, my chin. Now I'm going to use a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape just in the corners and just very little amounts just to add a little bit more coverage, since this is more of the full coverage, full out glam look. I just wanted a little bit more coverage. Now I'm taking my Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Powder and this Wet n Wild brush, and I'm just setting underneath my eyes. And then I'm taking a larger Wet n Wild brush and just setting my entire face with this same powder. Now I'm taking my Makeup Revolution Vivid Bake Bronzer and I'm just going to bronze my face with this. I'm not going to contour, so I'm kind of carving out my cheekbones with this, and then I'm using it to bronze my cheeks, my forehead, all the places that I want to be very bronzed, because I did want this to be a very bronzed and warm look. Now I'm taking my Milani Blush in Luminoso and adding that to my cheeks. And then I also added a little bit to my nose, to my forehead, to my chin, just to warm it all up a little bit. Next, I'm taking my Tarte Opening Act Lash Primer and just coating my lashes. I did put this on my top and bottom lashes. I'm not using falsies today, but I do want very voluminous lashes, so I did want to go in with quite a bit of mascara. Next, I'm grabbing a pencil brush with those two colors that I used in my crease, and I'm just going to put that on my lower lash line. Now I'm grabbing the blue color that I used on the center of my lid, and I'm just focusing that on the inner corner of the eye. Then I'm grabbing my Tarte Tarteist mascara and coating my lashes with that. Next, I'm using the Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm mixing those two shades to highlight my face. I wanted a pretty intense highlight with this look, so I went over my face with MAC Fix Plus, and then I like to go over that with my foundation brush and just kind of push everything into the skin. This helps kind of my foundation and all of it just blend together. And then while it's still wet, I'm going over it with some more highlight and then grabbing my foundation brush again to just kind of blend everything together. Next, for my lips, I'm grabbing Dose of Colors Liquid Lipstick in Sand. Next, I'm just topping that with this Bare Minerals Clear Lip Gloss, and that is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and remember, you are beautiful, you're a blessing, and I am so thankful for you. Bye! We're just going to close our eyes, give each other a jelly bean, and then guess the flavor, and best out of 5 wins.